Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome to episode 3 of my USA save. And today is a very big game. We're taking on Mexico in World Cup qualifying. It's first versus second. I believe we occupy second. Yeah, we're back by 2 points, but still on course to qualify, of course, because the top 3 qualify. Fourth go into a playoff, probably against Australia, one would assume, because it's against Asia. So Australia seems likely for that one. And that's who was actually in that playoff in real life that we probably could have beaten if we had gotten fourth, but we came in fifth. So, anyway, let's just take a look at the squad. There haven't been too many changes. In fact, let's just go ahead and show off the starting lineup. Ethan Horvath has to start in goal because Hamed is a little bit injured down there. Gonzalez, Beasler, and Brooks at the back. Yedlin and Johnson at the wing back positions. Bradley and McKinney in central midfield, who scored a goal in one of the friendlies, by the way. We got Pulisic at the center attacking midfield position, of course. And then we have Bobby Wood and Aaron Johansson up top, as much as I don't like the guy, Aaron Johansson. In terms of the rest of the squad, Yarborough was brought in. Castillo may have been brought in. I can't remember. I know he played in the friendlies, but I'm not sure if he played in the other qualifying games. Then we got Nagby. Zardes came in, which is probably not a bad thing. Tim Ream, Emerson Heineman, Julian Green. I don't know if he was here or not. Cameron Carter-Vickers, who is still at Tottenham. Well, actually, he's on the loan at Sheffield United. But anyway, and yet he's in the USA team. That's not weird at all. Alfredo Morales. I love that first name. Brian Reynolds. I don't think he was in the team. Then we got Hamid, if I could do English, and Timothy Chandler as well. Let's see. So that means that Altidore and Dempsey were dropped because they were both injured, and so was Tim Howard. Or did I just drop Tim Howard? I may have just straight up dropped Tim Howard, which I felt really bad about. Why? I know Time Howard. That's it. The thing that he's running out of time. Tim Howard. Yeah, I just dropped him. So, sorry, mate. I felt kind of bad about that, but he really isn't good enough to make it into the team. So you've already seen the starting 11. This is at home, I think. If I could just get the name of a stadium in there somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's at home. Yes, it is. We're still not favorites, though. So, if we lose, then, well, I kind of expected it. Anyway, let's just go. They're all lacking match sharpness. Have they not been? Oh, it's the middle of the summer. Yeah, forgot about that. Everybody outside the MLS hasn't been playing at all, so. So they have a very strong team. Hernandez, Jimenez, Villa, Guardado, Herrera, who plays for Porto, right? Dos Santos, Leon, Reyes, Ayala, I don't know who that is, and Aguilar, don't know who that is either, and Ochoa in goal, the man with 6 fingers. Not really. Anyway, so let's not screw up this team talk. I wish there was something to say. It's Mexico, lads. I shouldn't have to do this team talk to fire you up at all. I enjoy these matches. Yes, I do. So we'll see how this goes. I mean, we are at home, so I don't know what those flags are up there. Some of them were American flags, others not so much. And that's a weird uniform. Why is it? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I hadn't fixed the uniforms yet, have I? Or the kits American. Oh, jeez. I've gotten better at calling them kits, but they're still jerseys/uniforms in the United States. But I'd rather call them kits because that's what they are. I just haven't quite got it ingrained into me, though. But so far, not much going on. We do have a corner here, though, that Pulisic can put in. And Gonzalez with a free header. I think that was either saved or cleared off the line. I believe it was cleared off the line, but we've got the ball on the edge of the box with Omar Gonzalez, and it's cleared away. And Yedlin manages to pick up. Those are some weird banners. Those need to get sorted out. I don't know what's going on with all of that stuff up there. Who knows? But Mexico might actually have a chance here as Chicharito comes forward. Finding Raul. I wonder why he wants to be called Raul. I'm not entirely sure who that actually is. But he goes by Raul, which means he must be good, right? And Herrera has a chance for a long shot here. He can hit these, but instead decides to pass it Aguilar. Ball in. Horvath saves, and saves again, and can't save that one from Raul Jimenez there. Well, that is not a particularly good start, but I'm also not really expecting to beat Mexico as much as I might want to. But, yeah, I mean, that was just really kind of terrible goalkeeping. But he's definitely not the first choice keeper, but Hammond is still a little bit injured. I didn't want to risk him today because we obviously have more games coming up. And Mexico might have another chance to come forward here. If they score here, then this game's just over. Simple as that. We're not going to come back into it. Chicharito can put the ball across here. That's a great tackle by Beasley, and Johnson comes away with it. Pumps it up the field towards Aaron Johansson, who was in the perfect position. Bobby Wood now, no help at all, just shoots well over the bar. We just couldn't get forward fast enough there, really. Oop, just hit my desk. I'm sure that sounded amazing. But Mexico, ball across here towards Leun, who can also hit one. Decides not to. I did a Porto save last year and won the Champions League in the second season, so I'm fully aware of Leun and Herrera's capabilities with long shots, etc. Especially Herrera. Leun's just an assist machine, but they're clearly not using him very well, so that's good for us, I guess. We are approaching halftime here at 1-0, but Mexico have a chance right before the break, and Brooks heads away. Dos Santos shoots and scores an absolute screamer. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I can't stop that. I don't want to see that again. Stupid freaking Mexico. I like the people, but when it comes to this game, I hate Mexico. Sorry. I mean, I'm not in support of the border wall or anything. Don't get me on that. But in this game, I really don't like Mexico. I'm just going to yell at them a little bit. They should understand the importance of this, I would hope. And I couldn't see that in time. They brought off Leun and Aguilar, so I guess they changed both the fullbacks. And Mexico will probably have another chance here, and they'll probably score because we suck. Guardado to Lozano, who fires it off of one of our defenders. We need to make some changes. I'm going straight in with a triple change, I have a feeling. I just don't know who to bring on. We don't have anybody that can really... I mean, Julian Green's there, but we don't have any strikers. I guess Zardes. Yeah, we'll put Zardes up top. I'm not sure that's going to solve our problems, but... I'm not going to make a triple change just yet. I'm not losing my mind. But Zardes might solve some of our problems. He's somebody we can lump it long to, definitely. Because, chance immediately. Was Zardes a good idea? Well, I mean, if we can't even get the ball off of a goal kick, I mean, we're not gonna really have much of a chance at anything in this game. Let's be completely honest here. Guardado to Lozano, who gets very good on this game. Vela hits and Horvath saves. And we might have a chance here. Fabian Johnson with the throw-in to Pulisic. Back to Fabian Johnson, who puts it across for Bobby Wood, who really should have scored about 5 times over. But he decided not to, quite clearly, so... I mean, that's about the only chance we're going to get in this game, really. I don't foresee much more coming our way. That was just terrible. I could have scored that. And we have another throw-in from almost the exact same position, but this one's intercepted off the throw-in because apparently we're not even capable of throwing a ball into play. That was a great recovery tackle, though, and Pulisic is on the ball now. Johnson back to Weston McKennie. Lumps it up towards Zardes. But Ayala gets in the way, or Ayala, I have no idea. That's just one of those names. Guardado now to Lozano. Running at us. That's a good tackle by Weston. I think it's Weston. Pretty sure it's Weston McKinney. Gonzalez now doesn't quite know what to do. Gives it to McKinney, who lumps it forward towards Johnson. And let's see if he can put a ball of quality in. Beats his man. Puts a ball in. Bobby Wood. Still can't score. If I had somebody to bring on for him, I'd do it. Trust me. But there is nobody. But we do have a corner here that Pulisic's going to take. Headed away by Ayala. I'm just going to change his name every time I say it. Towards Zardes. Headed away. Brooks is there to pick it up. The center back. Lays it to McKinney. Michael Bradley now. Pulisic. Can't find the man out wide there. That was Yedlin well up forward. Chicharito now attacking down the other end. This is some end-to-end stuff. Blocked away. Herrera, Guardado, got to close him down. Lozano scores. And that's pretty much game, I think. That kind of sucks. Can Julian Green play anywhere? Oh, he can play striker. Well, get off the pitch, Bobby. And that's all I'll do for now, I guess. I mean, this is not going very well at all. I mean, we're still on pace to qualify, but God, I hate losing to Mexico, especially like this. I mean, and Bobby Wood should have scored 2 goals, and that would have changed it. That would have turned this match on its head. And Mexico now have a corner. Dos Santos puts it in. McKinney heads away, out wide to Carlos Vela. Gives it back to Dos Santos. Guardado now. Lozano deflected, almost went in. If that had gone in, I would have just stopped the recording right there, honestly. This is embarrassing. Corner's cleared away. Back to Dos Santos. I mean, we're just not doing anything right, really. McKinney comes away with it, though. Puts it up towards Christian Pulisic. Now Zardes is through on goal and doesn't have the pace, apparently. Puts it well over the bar. I mean, now Zardes. A 15 acceleration and 14 pace. He looked like John Terry running there. And I'm a Chelsea fan, so I over-exaggerate John Terry's pace. He looked like John Terry. In fact, he looks slower than John Terry. That's impressive. Anyway, Mexico probably going to score again here. Nope, Vea puts it just wide. That's so weird. This tactic, I mean, it was working. Why is it not working here? Unless Mexico were just that much better than us. Which, if that's the case, I have some serious work to do. If Mexico are that much better than us. Because I think I picked a good squad here. You know, I would have rather had Hammett in goal because he is just a good goalkeeper. And McKinney actually almost scored there. But, I mean, because Horvath is a very young goalkeeper. And it's just down to the fact that, you know, I think Tim Howard maybe would have been a better option. But he's 38 years old. I mean, I can't have a 38-year-old playing for me. I just can't. I can't do that. When he's not going to be at the World Cup, I don't want him to play. Simple as that. Of course, that's if we qualify for the World Cup at this point. Bradley puts it across Ochoa. Saves comfortably. Of course, the bad part is we've had chances in this game. And we just haven't scored any of them. We might be able to grab a consolation goal here. I guess at this point, it's not quite a consolation. I mean, it's pretty close. The Zardes puts the ball across. DeAndre Yedlin can't score. That's not the guy you want to be there shooting. DeAndre Yedlin. Yeah, we're going to go and make that last change. Save some legs. Let's bring on Nagby. That's not really the kind of guy I want there. I think Heinemann would probably be better. And it doesn't help that the players aren't match sharp at all. So, because obviously it's the middle of the summer, so they haven't played much other than international games, and this is the first international game. So, I mean, a lot of these guys haven't played since their respective league seasons ended, you know, like a month ago. But Dos Santos puts the corner in, headed away. Carlos Vela picks up. Chicharito. Herrera saved by Horvath. I mean, that's a save, no doubt. And we've given Mexico another corner here. Ball's put in, headed away by Brooks. And can't quite beat Ayala there. I have no idea how to say his name, honestly. And this game is slowly winding down. We might have another chance here with Pulisic. Now Michael Bradley, Heineman. Put forward for DeAndre Yedlin, who has actually done a good job today, surprisingly, down the wing. Yeah, Zardes. I almost called him Yedlin, but, I mean, that's 3 goals that we should have scored. Like, this game would be 3-3 right now, and we would probably win, honestly, because they probably wouldn't have gone and gotten those goals. And I think it's just down to the fact we don't have good strikers. I mean, look at the strike force I've got up there right now. Julian Green and Zardes. And I started with Johansson and Bobby Wood. I mean, what does this come to? If they just weren't injured. And Mexico might come forward here. I highly doubt it, though. This is that typical end-of-match highlight. And I don't know why Mexico would bother to score anyway. Really. Kind of wasting their time as Lozano hits one well wide. And that's full time. And that was embarrassing. Let me just yell at the team a little bit. Yeah, there we go. I mean, that's just... I might get fired after that one, honestly. Oh, I don't want to... Yeah, I'd be downhearted at the defeat, too. I'd imagine they did react negatively. Yeah, that's exactly it. Thank you, mate. They actually responded well to that. I'm amazed. There aren't any international anythings going on, are there? Okay, good. So next game's going to be against Guatemala, which is in this international. Did we only play 2 games all summer? You've got to be kidding me. Really? We only played 2 games. That's bizarre. Well, I've got a lot of simulation to do. There's the squad selection. Okay, so we really don't play until the beginning of next season. Okay, well, that's interesting. So next game, definitely against Guatemala. No doubt about that. Let's just take a look at the table real quick. So still in second, because I guess Honduras must have lost. Yeah, they did. They lost to Costa Rica. So we're 3 points outside or inside the qualification spots. I mean, we're still on track. So, with 5 games left to go. I mean, Mexico are a lot better than us. I'm concerned about this World Cup, if I'm being honest, because if we just got battered by Mexico, and Mexico really aren't that good, you know, what are we going to do against, like, Germany? I mean, what... Yeah, I mean, we can't... they have Manuel Neuer and Cruz and Ozil and... But I guess that's for another 370 days, 19 hours, and 15 minutes. That's what we have to worry about that. Yeah, so... And we're playing at Mile High as well against Guatemala. They're going to struggle there. If there was you can tell why it's called Mile High. It's because it's a mile up in elevation. So they might struggle a little bit there, Guatemala. So we'll have to see. But if you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like on it. If you're new around here, please do subscribe. And I'll see you next time.